What's up, YouTube? It's Josh Palal, the RuneScape Felon, back again with the long-awaited second installment of prison cooking. Today we're going to be doing something called a Bombay. It's a very strange chemical reaction that we're manipulating here. I don't know what chemist convict figured out that you could do this or how this came to be. Would not recommend drinking one of these if you have heart problems or extremely high blood pressure because it will have your heart thumping. It is a caffeine kick out of this world. We're going to show you today the only ingredients that you need. Some store-bought Hawaiian punch of some sort. This looks like it'll work just fine. Instant coffee. I got the $1 pack from Dollar General right here. And you're also going to need a bottle of your favorite cola. I don't know if it works with other sodas, but cola like Coke and Pepsi, I can confirm. No idea if it works with like peach soda, grape soda, or anything. Personally, me and my wife don't like Pepsi. We don't like Coke. I like Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper. I don't like cola flavored soda. Here in the South, we call all carbonated flavored beverages soda or Coke. You can say, what kind of Coke do you want? I want a Mountain Dew. But so forgive me if it sounds weird to you that I'm not calling it pop. Either way, we're gonna get started. This is a really strange reaction. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how it works, but I know how to do it, so let's get started. Okay, so the only other two, I guess not ingredients, but utensils you'll need, you're gonna need a cup, a bowl, and a spoon. Now, me and my wife being newlyweds and in a newly moved into apartment, we got a lot of plastic utensils. We have regular ones too, but we don't have that many yet. So we're using a plastic spoon, because I don't feel like washing a regular one. And we're also gonna be ended up with a solo cup. But you need your spoon, your bowl, and a cup. Starting off, you're gonna wanna take out a little bit of your coffee here. This looks just like the one that they sell on certain transfer centers. Not every prison I was at had these packets, but most of them sold instant folders. So one big thing about this is you're gonna want the crystals to be pretty much as fine as they can be. This feels like they were already pretty fine right here. We're gonna crumble them up a little bit. Old con trick. Crunch up with your teeth a little bit if you have teeth. Not everybody in prison has teeth, so be grateful if you still have teeth. And then, long story short, you pour it into the bowl. Come on, show them how it looks. The first step. 1 packet of instant coffee right there in the bowl. Now we're gonna do this a couple more times and get a pretty good bit. Oh no, there was a drop of water in there. Uh-oh, we'll be all right. We're gonna get a couple more packets in here and I'll catch up with you in just a second. Okay, so I only use 4 packets of the instant coffee. I'm not trying to make a ton of this here because I'm really not planning on drinking a whole lot of it. But we'll put in 4 packets of the instant coffee. We're gonna try and get a decent mix of a roughly 50-50 ratio with the Hawaiian punch now. So we're gonna see how this goes. We got Fruit Juicy Red Hawaiian punch, the classic, the childhood staple here. And you're really not gonna need to grind up or mix up your Hawaiian punch too bad like you do with the coffee. The coffee can come in crystals, so Hawaiian punch on the other hand comes pretty much powdered. I'll throw in about 1 more packet of this, and we'll get to the next phase. As you can see, we had a little bit of liquid already hidden here. That really shouldn't be too big of an issue, but you want to get it good and blend it up just a little bit. I should probably put 1 more packet of Kool-Aid in there. Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 more packet of Kool-Aid. Give us 1 second, we'll be right back. So I added 2 more packets of Kool-Aid and it's looking a little bit better now. I probably could use another pack of Kool-Aid. We're gonna go ahead and try and get this started. So the next step that we're gonna do, you're gonna take a very small amount of your soda of choice. I'm pretty sure this will work with pretty much any soda. I mean, as long as it's carbonated and flavored. I don't know why these 3 ingredients do this together. I have no clue. I don't know which one is the key part, but I've seen it done with Pepsi, I've seen it done with Coke, so we're just gonna stick to what I know. When I say you're gonna wanna put a little bit, I'm talking about you're gonna put a little, there we go, a little splash. Another little splash, that's probably enough right there. So you get this crazy bubbled up fuzz color and it starts smelling like a coffee house. Next step is to stir it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a little bit more soda than that. But look, be careful with adding your soda because you can always add a little bit more, but you can't take any out once you put it in. So we're gonna need more soda than that. Just add it just a little bit by a little bit. There we go. Looks crazy, doesn't it? Now what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that you get all these little clumps of coffee saturated with this soda. You're gonna wanna stir it until you're getting the chunks out. Pretty good bit of coffee, pretty good bit of soda. It's a little bit liquidy right now. As you can see, it's got a strange liquid consistency to it, but we'll show you what happens here in just a few minutes. Might have had more. All right, so I clearly messed up my ratios a little bit. I always told y'all that I wasn't the prison cook. We have the right consistency here, but not the right color. I added about another pack and a half each of Kool-Aid and Hawaiian Punch. And now that I'm all out of breath and slightly sweaty after stirring it for a good 20 minutes or so, it will turn into a strange fluff that is very, very, very thick. You see that? That's the result of stirring it so much now. I added just a little bit too much soda, I think. That's why I ended up adjusting and adding a little more Hawaiian Punch and coffee. And normally, if you whip this for a really, really long time, it'll get thicker and it will turn pink. However, we've got a newborn baby. We got a lot of stuff we gotta do. I don't have time to stir it for another 30 minutes or so when I messed up the ratio in the first place. I also would recommend having a smaller bowl. I think part of the reason it didn't fluff up right is a lot of the ingredients kind of got stuck to the edges. The gel bowls are like this big. So like obviously, you know, you can just stir it and keep the edges cleaned off and everything and you keep your ingredients there. But this looks like it is diminished in the amount gradually over time. But once you get a nice thick marshmallow fluff consistency and if done correctly with the right ratios, it will actually turn pink. Then we move to the next stage. Okay, so key ingredient next, cup of ice. I've never seen anybody do this without ice. Maybe that's because they like the drinks cold, maybe it's important, I'm really not sure. You're gonna wanna take your crazy concoction and normally, good grief, that got thick. Normally, you're gonna want to split this between, you know, several people because this is about 5 or 6 cups of coffee right there, just on the tip of the spoon. Not to mention how much Kool-Aid. But in this case for the video, I'm only gonna be taking a sip of it anyways. We're going to just pour it right on top of the ice. Don't feel my heat. Pour it all in there. Drizzle it on top of the ice there. You can see how thick it's gotten. It's almost like a marshmallow fluff consistency. It turned into, it's thicker than syrup, that's for sure. So you're gonna wanna pour that on the ice. And then, last but not least, we're going to add the cola. Probably gonna be extra fizzy. Give it a little minute. Wow, that foam is not going away at all. Good grief. Now this thing right here has enough caffeine in it to make you play spades for 40 straight hours. It is a strange concoction. I don't know who figured out that if you mix those ingredients and stir them for so long that it turns into a crazy fluff. But the longer you stir it, the thicker it gets. Oftentimes it'll turn a brighter color. Let's see if I can get rid of the fluff. No, the fuzz is not going away. It's helping a little bit. Stick your finger in. The old trick. It's helping somewhat. Woo! I was licking that fluff off of my finger. It was rough. There we go. We've got a professional, almost, convict Bombay. This is the mess we made. This is the mess we made right here. Not too bad for the fact that you're gonna feel like you took a small dose of cocaine after drinking this. So despite the fact that there's still a ton of fuzz left, a bunch of fizz, we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. And I'm only drinking a little bit because I've already developed high blood pressure and I'm only 27, so drinking this is out of the cards for me. I drink 5 or 6 Mountain Dews a day and that's a lot less caffeine than you get in this cup. So let me give it a shot here. It's actually pretty good. I'm dead serious. It's a lot better than Pepsi by itself. Look. You can see the color of the Pepsi has completely changed. It really actually masks the taste of the coffee. It's actually really good. I kind of want to drink it now. My wife's not going to let me though. My wife's breastfeeding, so she can't even take a sip of it. So it is very, very good. I'm really shocked right now at how tasty this is. So my wife's kicking at me underneath the camera to get me to stop drinking it because she thinks it'll kill me immediately. But that is how you make a prison Bombay right here. This is the, I scuffed it just a little bit. If you look at other videos of it, you can see a little bit more professionally how it's done, how to get it to really, really fluff up. I think I added a little bit too much soda, but in the end, it tastes really good and there's enough caffeine there to kill a mule. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I don't have a ton of ingredients up my sleeve as far as prison cooking shows go because of the simple fact that I wasn't the cook in prison, as this video probably made evident. Now I can handle a Hot Pocket because that was a little personal one-dose thing, but these are typically made for several friends and things like that. But come check us out on Twitch. My Twitch is www.twitch.tv/jpalalt. I play mostly RuneScape. I play a lot of other video games. The other links are down there in the description. Subscribe if you like the video. Leave a comment. Leave the thumbs up. Prison cooking episode number 2. Much love, everybody.